What's up guys, Tarvin here from KLGadgetTV, and today we are at the launch of the Vivo V9. Now the Vivo V9 is a step up from the last year's Vivo 7 because the Vivo V9 has now entered into the mid-range category. So let's take a look at what it has to offer. So guys, straight off the bat, I can tell you that the phone is actually very thin. But even though if it's thin, the back has a nice curve to it, so it sits very easily in the palm of your hand. Now on the back of the phone is a dual megapixel camera, with it being a 16 megapixel with a 5 megapixel. There is also a fingerprint sensor on the back. Now on the front is where the beauty of the phone is, because the front is a full view phone with a 6.3-inch screen and a full HD plus resolution. Now there is a notch on the top which might be a hit and miss for some of you, but the notch houses the 24 megapixel front camera, which is very impressive for a phone that comes with this price range. So as I mentioned before, the Vivo V9 has moved into the mid-range category because this phone now comes with a Snapdragon 626 processor, 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. Now powering this device is a 3260 mAh battery, which overall is pretty decent for a mid-range phone. So I'm actually looking forward to see what more the V9 can offer. The camera is being run by a lot of AI features, with the first being Face Beauty. Now, most of you know I don't really like the Face Beauty feature on the phones, but apparently they said that with the face feature on this, it kind of calculates your face and it has researched about 1 million faces, so it can understand texture, it can understand face, skin tone, it can understand face shape, and so from there it enhances the beauty effect. Other than that, the V9 also comes with AR stickers. Now, most of you will probably know AR stickers if you have used Snapchat or Instagram, but basically it's the concept of making yourself look like a dog, and in this case here, which is pretty cute. But of course, there are also other stickers that you can use, like this. So it makes it much more accessible for those of you that do not want to install Instagram or Snapchat in order to put this kind of AR stickers or face filters on yourself. So just like other flagships that have released this year, Vivo has also offered an AR emoji thing which they are calling Funmoji, which works more like Apple's version of it rather than Samsung's. And I think based on what we saw during the presentation, I feel that Vivo's version definitely works better than Samsung and is almost as close to Apple's. But again, we have to definitely get the phone and try a full review and see the capabilities of that AR feature. So the fingerprint sensor has moved to the back of the phone. Now, some of you might not like the idea of a fingerprint sensor on the back of the phone. I know sometimes I don't like it, but Vivo is nice enough to include face recognition into this phone. Now, I've actually put my face into this phone, so let's test out the face unlock feature on this phone. And there you go, I'm already in the phone. It is actually pretty fast. Maybe might not be as fast as OnePlus 5's version of it, but I think it's still pretty decent for those of you that still want to use face unlock on this phone. So guys, let's take a look at the performance of the rear camera on the phone. As you can see here, the picture is pretty nice. I think the color reproduction is pretty nice, but perhaps there is a bit of loss of detail, especially when you're going to be zooming in. So that might be an issue, but however, if you're just going to take regular shots, this phone does perform pretty well. And I do like the color reproduction on this phone because the trees, as you can see for yourself, have different shade of green. So very good camera that you can actually pick up on the different colors of the green. So I'll say for a mid-range phone, this camera is pretty decent. So guys, there you have it. That was the quick hands-on on the Vivo V9. Now we will be getting this phone for a review and we'll definitely go more depth into the features and the performance of this phone. So make sure you stay tuned to KLGadgetTV and I'll see you in the next video.